Hey everybody, today we'll be talking about traditional grades, standards-based grades, and skill building. This is principally for elementary teachers, although secondary teachers, you're more than welcome to listen in. Today we're looking at this particular assignment called Exit Ticket 1.1, and I need to make some decisions about how this exit ticket information will be used. You can see I have this exit ticket in Canvas. Let's check the settings to make sure that everything is set up for the sync to occur. I have content here. I've assigned 3 points. My assignment group matches my PowerSchool category called Assignments. It was submitted on paper. I've checked the Sync to PowerSchool checkbox. It's assigned to everyone or to a section. That's required for the sync to occur. I also have a due date, which is necessary for the sync to occur. There's one more thing that needs to happen, and that's here in the grade section where we come in to decide students need some points. I need to have at least one student who's completed the assignment in order for the sync to happen. I've clicked the sync button. Sync to SIS was here, and you'll note on this screen that the sync took place earlier this morning. So that means it should be in PowerTeacher Pro. So if I jump over now to the grading side in PowerTeacher Pro, I need to track down the assignment called Exit Ticket 1.1. And it's on the second page right here under my assignments. I could also use a filter right here. If I just type in exit, that becomes really easy to find. Now from here, I can either click on the pencil to do some edits, or I can click on the name, and there's a tiny little edit assignment button link right there. So I'm going to do that. Now, all of the information came over from Canvas. I've got the points, the name of the assignment, what group it's in, and so on. But now I need to decide how will that score be used. You'll notice right here there's a checkbox called Count in Traditional Final Grade right here. I may want that turned on for an exit ticket if I want it to count on the traditional final grade. Now this would be like that B+ you got in 7th grade math. There was an average of all the scores that you had done so far in that math class. However, if I want this to be a skill building assignment, which I feel most exit tickets are, I may want that checkbox to be turned off. The other place I need to look, and I need to do this for any assignment I sync from Canvas, is to choose the standard. Now you'll note that for me, I'm in a practice class, so I don't really have any math standards here. So I picked completes tasks independently because that's all I have. And my option here is to not have that count in grade, or possibly to have it count in the grade, depending on what my philosophy is about skill building. I may actually want the assignment to have the traditional grade turned off so that this becomes a skill builder, but I may still want to see how they're performing against a standard. I could turn both of them off if this were some kind of aspire to do assignment or an extension that's nice to know but not necessary. So I think I'll turn off the traditional grade here, but turn on the standard here, and let's just see what that does. When I click Save and Close, you'll note that these scores are now italicized because they're not counting in the grade. They're sort of exempt. However, the standards-based grades are turned on right here, and let's see what that gives me. If I click on the progress link on this side, I can look at the traditional grade. It will kind of show me how things are going pretty much all over the place. Here's my grade distribution and so on, but I'm more interested this time in the standards grade. If you recall, we assigned this as complete tasks independently. So if I click over here on my bar graph, what I can see is that Ali, who has a score of 4 on that standard, is actually in green. Czar is yellow, he'd be right here, and Bones, whose score was 1, is right here. So now I know that I need to work on this complete tasks independently, or in the real case, it would have been completing prime factorizations correctly had I had the math standards available. I think that's pretty useful, even though these scores are not being counted on the traditional grade. This is just something for you to think about as you start looking at what you want to do with your assignments for skill building. If you decide in a case like this one that you want it to count on traditional grades, you click this little checkbox right there, and now it becomes part of the grading. So consider, how do you want your assignments to work? Traditional grading, standards grading, both, or possibly neither. Meanwhile, I hope that covers some of your questions you might have had, and meanwhile also, have a great day.